Hi everybody, I've got a fabric journal here that I stole out of my stash. I really loved it. I loved the blue stitching from this vintage napkin, and I added a big doily and another doily up under. I'll show you in a minute. My favorite little teapot, pretty image, and some ruffle, not lace, but little soft fabric. And there's the spine. You can see it comes all the way around, and this is a cotton doily here. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's got a lace closure, and it measures 6 by 4. And we'll go inside. I just love this one. I just love the cover. On the inside, I've got, this is a napkin that I used for the inside part of the cover. And got a lace pocket here. And on the inside, we have some cards for journaling. And an envelope for stashing goodies. Made out of a book page and music paper. Sagita Coffee Stains did a tutorial on that, and I had made some, so I put some in my stash. Over here is some eyelet fabric on this page. The journaling, a pretty flower there. A stamped image. Vintage lady on a doily with some music paper, and that is pattern paper. Stitching. The stitching is done in like a camel color. Look at the contrast. Love it. This has got some kind of little sheen to it. You know, it looks, when you turn it a certain way, it kind of looks pinky, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it, but it's different and it's pretty. The book page there with a little tiny place for a memo. Here's a lace pocket with some ephemera in the background. And some journaling cards here. A pretty blue ruffle with some vintage ladies and some lace. And, you know, I just let it hang over. You know how I like. I just did this for a pretty page. It has no function. It's just pretty. And the little lace. Look at that. The lace comes through. The little butterfly image. Little, let the grateful stick out, so it's almost tab-like. No refunds, no exchanges. I put that over there because the image shows the mannequin wearing underwear, and I thought it was kind of funny, so I just put that over there. I know. Probably doesn't matter. Some ephemera there. Here's another pocket with some seam binding. The pocket is lace, pretty image there, and a card for journaling with a little bitty tag. Bitty tag on it. Over here is a picture of a gazebo on one of my larger patches, and it flips up. I just love how it feels. I love this fabric. It's the dickens to sew, but I love it. It just feels so nice. And I decorated the envelope that I used in here. I liked the blue, but I didn't want to see so much of it. So I put a book page over it and a vintage lady. And it opens up. And it has some journaling cards inside. And a little booklet. Coffee dyed papers. That's part of a 1967 encyclopedia page. Boy, Sammy has a lot to say today, doesn't she, y'all? She's just out there barking at nothing. Cracks me up. But she has something she's telling the neighborhood dogs. Over here, I used a book page and a piece of music paper. Little spot for journaling. Just a little collage. A lot of collages in this book. Some sewing here and a heart. And some sari silk. Over here is a book page pocket, and I put one of those little burlap patches that I made. Pretty image there. Some journaling cards. And stitching running down the side here. See, I just let it come over the top again. The Vintage Ladies. Look, this says August 1955. That's from that book that I got at that estate sale. This is part of an embroidered hanky. A pretty image there. You could put a picture there or journal over it, whatever you like. Some lace and some fabric and roses. Over here is a tuck spot. A pretty lady. Look how old that looks. That came out really nice. I'm going to have to try that again. This is not an envelope. It looks like one, but it is not. This has got a crochet doily. And then this is one of my patches. And I just put it on here, but it opens up almost like an extension of the book page. You could journal that way, and then a little image of the bow comes on over. Over here's a little collage of some lace and some scrap paper, tickets, a little silly flower I made, and a bead with a safety pin on, and then a Rolodex card that has a lot of stamping all over it. Y'all know I love those Rolodex cards. And it sticks out over the edge a little bit. Place for journaling here. Here's the other part of that pocket. And on this, I just let the stuffing stick out. I thought, you know, it would make a nice extension. But we've got some tags here. And some sari silk with some silver stitching. A little piece of a crochet doily there. More sari silk. And it just kind of sticks on over. Dum, 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 dum. I want it to poke out a little bit. I just like the way that look, because it comes right up to the edge, so it's just a little something. And this is just for pretty back here. Some lace. Pretty image, part of a book page there. This is a belly band that's made out of the paper. And some coffee dyed papers. That's a lace ruffle in the navy. Navy and gold, and I sewed it with the gold thread. Some stitching going on down here. Over here's just a little collage of laces. I added this on. To extend the page just a little bit. Pretty page of ladies. Y'all know I like my vintage ladies, so most of my stash books have the vintage ladies. Isn't that pretty? Look at that dress. Oh my gosh. Part of a book page going on here. Over here's a big piece of lace that's coming over the edge with some crochet doilies and some muslin fabric. Some pretty flowers. And over here's a ticket with a button and a part of a crochet doily with the sari silk going all the way down the edge. A little pocket on the book page. I thought that was kind of cute. And just two little cards for journaling. Pretty lady, and it's some cheesecloth there. Little hodgepodge of everything. Here's a lady reading a book. It's got a couple pieces of lace there, lace flower, and a stamping of a fan. It's also a pocket. It's one of those letter envelopes. And then, of course, stitching down the side, which I like because it peeps behind, peeps behind the pocket. I like the way that looks. And over here is a burlap pocket. Get in there, little dude. There you go. A burlap pocket with a little patch. And of course, the snippets are inside. I've got some fabric running here, a little patch there, some pattern paper, Now the snippets. They're a great place to start journaling if you don't know what to say, you know, or don't know what to write, or if it's your first time journaling. Use the snippets. They're great because you don't have to write a whole book. You just write a little something. There's a little patch here with a part of a guest check. Look at this pocket. That came out so cool. I really, really, really like it. It's a doily that I cut up, but I wanted something different. So I just cut it in a C shape. And I put a coffee dyed card in there because, you know, I like that contrast. See the contrast? And then that is good contrast. And we'll just tuck him in there. And then a little music paper with some lace and paper. It's an envelope made out of music paper. But you can use it for anything that you want. Or you can just have it in. I put it in there for pretty. And there's the back with all that stitching, and it's just so pretty. Cotton doily there. And there's the front. And I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me today. And this is my last video for this Friday. And I will see you next Friday. Bye-bye.